Hey Kiwis, so today we are off on a lovely camp. It's been a long time since I've actually done one. Yeah, it's a lovely warm day. It's quite sunny at the moment. It looks like it could be threatening for a bit of rain a bit later, but well, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm going to a new campsite, one I've not been to before, so yeah, we'll get the pack on our backs and let's head out for the day, and I'll tell you about the walk along the way. Talk soon, Kiwis. Right, first problem, I have no idea where I'm heading. Looking at the map, it shows me that I have to go down this track, but that's a private driveway there. So when you read the information, it says to go straight up this track and turn left. So I guess that's what I'm doing. There's a stile there, so I'll go through up, and fingers crossed, otherwise I'll be coming back down and seeing if I can get over there, but that's private property to me, so let's see what happens. Right guys, so I'm literally 5 minutes in and I've just had, I don't know if you can see them behind me, this couple and their daughter. They've been walking the tracks for the last 4 hours trying to find their car. So luckily enough, I've got some signal, so I'll be able to, I was able to give them directions, gave them the details where we were, and they're going to ring a friend. They've got plenty of water, but this is the thing. They had people come out without a map or a guide like I have now. The only information I've got is what's on the website for the council. And yeah, so I'm walking to find this track, which I think is up the hill here, which is where it's directed. There's a little sign here, look, which is bleached, but that's a triangle which they use for the walking tracks. So, but that poor couple, 4 hours, so I hope they're okay. I don't think they'll be looking at my channel, but if they do, I hope you got back safe, and I hope your friends came to pick you up on time. Okay, well, I'm going to carry on and see if I can find this junction to turn off on, and yeah, let's see how we go. Right, I think I've found the junction that I need. Aha. There is a sign just behind me that says Long Road Track, which goes up the hill, and Long Road. Anyway, there's the marker that I'm looking for, and this is my way down. Come on, Kiwis, let's go. I tell you what though, I know when I get down there, I'm absolutely going to be gasping for something to drink. It's quite steep along here. I'll flip you around, you can have a look. Spectacular views though. Oh, let's get on. Oh, it's steep here, Kiwis. I'm having to, and it's still quite wet underfoot. There's lots of rocks, and obviously they've made the trackway out of rocks to give it some stability, but it's quite slippy. But it's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning in here. I don't think, if I'm honest, I don't think this is used. The campsite is used too much. So we shall see. Nice in the shade. It's quite hot out there, so we're looking at the moment it's said it's about 17 degrees, which isn't particularly hot, but inside this inside the forest it's quite humid and warm, so yeah, but yeah, it's lovely. It's very nice. It's not a particularly difficult walk. You'd have to be fairly fit, I suppose. I mean, I'm not the fittest person in the world. I've done my fair share of walking. Oh dear, I have a slight problem. Let's see if I can get over this without getting soaking wet, eh? Or absolutely covered in mud. Oh dear. It's an electric fence, so I can't hold on to the fence either. Oh God. Already covered in mud on my shoes. Not too bad, Kiwis, look. Oh. I managed to get through the water there. I'm just glad that the hiking shoes I've got are waterproof. I say waterproof, but I hope they are. My feet aren't wet at the moment, but I'm sure they'll be damp. I don't think anything's completely waterproof. So anyway, we're having a great day. And we're just going to have a walk around now, follow the path, and see where that leads us. Looks like I could have found the campground, Kiwis. Got a little gate here. I'll just spin you around. So, yep, there we go. So the woodland that I was skirting around actually forms part of the campground. So let's see what it's like inside. Oh. Oh. Well, I'm in the campground, so here we are. Well, so all of this behind where the bushes and trees has been replanted. So these are all relatively new. An information building just there. You've got a couple of picnic tables there. A load of stones just there, so you can have a fire. Which I'm not going to do anyway, because there's only me. The grass is quite long. So before I set up, I'm going to have to flatten it. I'm glad that I brought one piece, well, an extra piece. I brought my Odyssey 1 footprint, so that'll squash the grass down and stop that vapor coming through. We have a composting toilet. Lovely. Yeah, so just trying to see the way back, if it's any different. So yeah, it looks like I can walk back along this route where these yellow posts are. But I'm not sure where that takes you to, but I've got the phone so I can get a map anyway, that's fine. But yeah, it's beautiful here. And that's where we are. So this is the other side of the Waitakere Ranges. Hey Kiwi, so we've made it to the campsite. It's a beautiful spot. Sun's up in the sky. I can see quite a few grey clouds coming over. It's not supposed to rain today, but looking around the site, it's quite hilly, undulating, I think is the term. It's undulating land. So there's no real flat spots. So I'm going to put up my shelter just here between the bench and the seat. That will give me something if I need to tie off to. So tonight I don't have a tent. I don't have a sleeping bag. Maybe I just get on and set the shelter up, because I'm not sure what I'm going to do just yet. But this grass is going to be annoying, so I need to do something about flattening this grass out. I'll get to work to that, and I'll get the setup set up, and I'll bring you back once it's all completed. Cheers. So camping Kiwis, I've got the mess up, I think we can call it. It's not really a towel. I've got a couple of adjustments to still make, but I'll just flip you around. You can see what we're camping in tonight. So there we have the tarp tent, everybody. It's a bit rough, it's a bit ready. I've got a few adjustments more to make, but essentially I've got a roof over my head to stop the rain getting in, and it covers me from the wind. So just got to tighten a few things up, and that's it, and I'll get my gear in. So I've got the my sleeping mat out. I'm going to blow that up now. Just get that blown up. But what I have also got is I've got a new quilt. So it's the Onewind hammock, poncho and quilt. And I wanted to try this today. I know I said I didn't have a sleeping bag. It's because I don't. However, you can turn this into a sort of a sleeping bag. The bottom closes up and cinches at the bottom, so you end up with a foot box to keep your feet warm. And then it's got this ingenious system in it to hold it to the sleep mat, because obviously the back is open, so if you move around you're going to lose your heat. But I'll show you that in a moment. Let's just get this blown up, and then I can show you how that all goes together. Right, Kiwis, so I've got my Onewind poncho and quilt, but this is the little piece I was talking about. So let's just get it correct. I believe, I've never done it, so we'll see today together how it works, but I believe this sits underneath the mat, and then these clips unclip, I believe, yep. And they stretch around the mat. And then when you put your quilt on, these pieces clip in to some clips that are on the quilt to hold your air mat to the bottom of your quilt, so that you can slide in and out without the quilt sliding off the mat. So let's give it a little go. I'm just going to do them back up, but let's give it a little go and see how we get on, shall we? So as mentioned before, Kiwis, those little clips that were on the little base piece, there it is. So let's just zoom out a bit if I can. So that's the little weird square piece that goes underneath. Now there's the little clips. So on the back of the quilt, I've got these clips are in the same place. Now on either side you have a female and a male. So this clip here is on the other side of the quilt itself, so that when you unclip them it opens up into the quilt. But when you want to attach it to here, so stop it sliding around, etc., what you can do is you can just attach those to here like that, push them on, and then that stops the quilt from falling off and getting running away and getting tucked away. So when you get into bed at night, you can just get in, get on top of and get to sleep. And then the foot box, so the foot box is easy. So the foot box is a bit like the others. So there's the clips that clip into, there's the clips there, that clips into this side when the straps aren't on. Let's just show you. So when you're in the hammock, you clip these two together and you can have your quilt and your foot box. So when you're laying in the hammock, this is your hammock, you don't need this. They clip together, you get a bit of a gap, but because you've got an under blanket, it keeps you nice and warm. Whereas on here, what we would do is we would clip this male clip in this side, and this female clip in this side, Oh. And that's it. And then with the foot box, you've got some snacks, double snacks there, and that's how you know it's the bottom with the cinch. So you can cinch it up. And then you've got your snacks that go all the way up, and then you've got two cinches at the end of the foot box, just there and there. They just pull together, creating the foot box for your sleep as a sleeping bag. So yeah, that's cool. So that's the Onewind poncho, and well, I suppose it's Onewind poncho hammock quilt, and you could say sleeping bag if you like. So I'm going to give this a go tonight. I have used it in my hammock with my underquilt, and it was in the winter this year, and it was absolutely toasty. There will be a video for this. I might post the link up there. It's prior to this one. But yeah, that was so warm most of the night, even though it was blustery winds and weren't particularly good weather. I slept with the quilt off my chest most of the time because it was just absolutely boiling. So I'm hoping tonight this is gonna do the job. Obviously, being on the ground, it's gonna be cooler usually on the ground, because you've got that moisture and that air and all that. But in saying that, in the hammock you have the airflow underneath, so that's what the underquilt is for. So I'm hoping that with my R-rated mat, I mean, it's only I think it's only 3.2 or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it is an R-rated mat, so it's nice and bounces the warmth back. So I'm hoping that that'll bounce back and I'll stay nice and warm in the quilt. Right, so Auckland Council, yeah, I hope you have a look at this and reassess, because it's an absolutely stunning campsite, except one, it's not big enough, and two, there's no flat ground. It's yeah, it's pretty yeah, there's no way you'd get 30 campers in here. They'd all be on the slope, they'll all be camping in one tent at the bottom of the hill. So anyway, but as you can see from behind me, guys, this is where I am. And it's absolutely beautiful at the moment. There's my little home from home just there. Oh, sun's in my eyes. Oh. So, yeah. Well, that's the fastest tour of this campground you're ever going to see. The settings are nice within the ranges, but yeah, I mean, it's nice for me because I like to camp alone, and I don't think many people use this, so, which is a shame. But I have found a tent peg, so someone has. But anyway, let's go and get that step 2, eh? So Kiwis, yep, it's a lovely spot. So there's no one else here. It's now half 6, and it's about 18 degrees, which I can't remember what it is in Fahrenheit, but I'll pop them up somewhere. But yeah, it's lovely. Thank God we're into spring. At least now I can start getting out and I don't have to carry as much weight. It means more water, because I plan on hiking back down to the lower Mangatafri, because I really like that campsite and I enjoyed the walk. This was nice too. The walk's not quite as long. It's probably 20 minutes from the car. There is another one I could walk from. There is another entrance. It's at the other end of the park, somewhere down there. And that's another sort of, they say it's another sort of 25-30 minute walk, but that takes you to the end of these fields. It doesn't actually get you to this campground. Anyway, let's have that step 2, because everything is set up and I think I've deserved it today. So today I'm not drinking Guinness. I'm actually drinking Urbanauts caramel salted caramel stout. Now, I had this the other day when I went to Urbanauts, in Auckland, Onewind Brewery in Auckland. Jennifer and I decided we wanted something to do on a weekend, and we got some tickets to go through the brewery, and we had some tasters and things like that. Excellent thing to do. There wasn't loads and loads of tasters, so you don't get drunk. It's 100 mils or something like that of each. I think it's 5 different. You can try 5 different types as they walk through the place. But yeah, so shout out to Urban Brewery in Auckland. This is fantastic. So this is why I brought it today. This is the salted caramel stout. It's quite funny because it's got a picture of a dragon on the Bridge of London. So you know, so on Tower Bridge, which is a bit strange, but hey, you know, who cares? Let's give it a try. Oh guys, I really, if you get the opportunity and you like a stout, try and get hold of this. It is fantastic. I would give that a good solid 10 out of 10. It is fantastic. It's not bitter, it's not really heavy. Some stout like London Pride, you get a bit of a taste, a more of a coffee taste to it, whereas this has got a real caramel, burnt salted caramel flavour to it. It's fantastic, absolutely brilliant. Fantastic job, Urban. Love the beer. Right, Kiwis, so it's getting pretty chilly now. Just going to go through and have a look at the temperature. So the weather, oh, here we go. Ooh, we're looking about 15 degrees at the moment. A 30% chance of rain. The reason my hands are cold, so I'm gonna cook some food. I'll get it set up. We'll get it cooking on here. I just need to heat up the curry. Yeah, just heat up the curry, get the curry down us, and then we can look at dessert, which there isn't really a great deal, but it's like a couple of biscuits, and I might have a hot chocolate or something like that too. So anyway, leave it with me. Just move these out of the way for a second. So as you can see, got my spoon and my spork, bit of a Boona mixed. So I've got my breakfast, which is natural muesli for tomorrow. I've got golden pumpkin soup. Main meal for tonight is going to be this potato and chickpea curry, so I'll warm that in a second. I've got mashed potatoes in there. Got a couple of jam sandwich biscuits, which is basically just jammy Dodgers. I've got 2 of them because they're my favourites, so I've had those. I've got some cream crackers, or just basic crackers, you know, like you'd have cheese on. But to go on those, I've got a bit of strawberry jam. I have a fruit bar, which is basically just fruit that's been condensed into a bar. It's natural, it's no additives or anything. And then I have a whole grain muesli bar. Now, I do have some chili flakes, and I've got these in the bag because last time I did the pumpkin soup, it was fantastic with the chili in. So, however, that was supposed to be my lunch, but I didn't really feel like lunch, so I'm not going to have that. I'll put that back. I'll put that back. I think what we need to start with is I need to get this curry on the go. Right, just add a little bit more water in there. So what I'll do is I'll squish this down a bit so it's ready to eat. And then we'll pop this in the water. Oh, that's perfect. That should be just right. So pop the lid on, turn the gas up, and get that boiling for the next few minutes. Alright, take the lid off. Let's just give that a bit of a pull this out and give it a bit of a squidge to make sure that it's all heated through. Oh yeah, that's definitely heated through that. So I'm going to turn this off and a bit of a stir whilst I just let that heat up. I'm going to put my chicken and chickpea and potato curry just inside my jacket with me. One, that will keep it warm, and two, that will warm me up too. Oh dear. Let's give it a stir and let's have some dinner. So this is one of my 24-hour MRE packs. It's quite good actually. I mean, because I'm a vegetarian, I quite enjoy the chickpea and potato curry ones. I can't remember what the other one I had. I think it was vegetable korma last time. Shut up. Got some pokeckos in the area. So they're all squeaking and squawking. So there's two places to open. You can open at the top if you've got a long spoon, or at the bottom if you want to empty it out. So I'm going to open it at the top just because I have a long spoon, and then I can stir it. But there we go, that's what it's like. Oh, sounds good. Oh, it smells fantastic, peeps. Anyway, let's get some of this on the spork. There we go, look at that. Looks good. Perfect. Whoa, it's hot. Ho, ho, ho. Ouch. Yeah, she's a little bit on the hot side. I'll try and hold the edge of the packet, but yep. These MRE packs, they don't look the nicest, but the flavours are quite good. Well, from a vegetarian's point of view, anyway. Well, Kiwis, I don't know if you can hear that, but whew, that's better. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's absolutely hosing down. So I've had to close up the front a little. I'm absolutely soaked on my legs. Closing it up. It's only supposed to be 30% chance of showers, and it's absolutely chucking it down. I am so glad that I got this set up early. I don't know if you can hear that, but my trousers are absolutely soaked, and I haven't brought any more with me. I wasn't expecting quite the rainstorm. My puffer jacket's soaking wet. I am a bit wet there, so the only thing I can do in that instance is I need to try and get my jacket spread out so it dries. Push comes to shove, an old army trick is that I will have to put it into my sleeping bag with me and dry it off like I used to when I was in the army. So yep, so far so good. Well, Kiwis, it's now what time is it? Wow, it's now 10:15. The rain's still stopped. The rain is still on and off at the moment, so there's not much I can do. So I'm just sat inside the tent. I've got into my quilt, and I tell you what, that little thing, that little device is absolutely brilliant. So I'm under my little quilt. I'm nice and toasty. It's because it's all attached to the mat. It doesn't fall off your back. so I don't get cold in my back. So I'm hoping that I'll have a good night's sleep. But it's enough for me to, you know, move around in, and I can tuck it under my arms at the top or around my head or over my head. My little feet are in the foot box. It's actually really cool. Yeah, so.
Well, good morning, Kiwis. It's been a bit of a night. The rain was so loud in the night. Forgot how loud the rain was on Tarps. So yeah, I was woken a few times in the night just by the sound of the rain. I'm gonna get up. I think I'm gonna make a cuppa or something. It's quite late, I think. I think it's about 8 o'clock. So I need to get up.
That's the adventure done for today. I'm just walking on back to the car. Left no trace as always. Let's see if I can get soaking wet trying to cross this little wet patch down here that we had on the way in. But if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. If you want to see more, please hit that notification button and the subscribe button. Tell everybody and anybody about the channel. Hopefully it'll give you a rough idea of what the campsites are like in New Zealand. And yeah, hopefully it'll encourage you to get outdoors and nature and just be one with it. Anyway, I've hit the water. I will see you guys on the next video. Cheers, Kiwis. Have a great spring.